So, Acharya, I know in one of your videos you mentioned that we don't need 50% or more to institutionalize change. We just need a small percentage. And I don't really understand that logic, what you were pointing to.
See, the majority is anyway never very capable of or very willing to take life in its own hands. Hmm? That's the way things are. We are not alleging or we are not trying to be judgmental in that sense. That's just the way things are and things always have been. The bulk of the people want to have somebody to look up to. It's these leaders that we need, rather we need to create. And then the people, the bulk of people, they will come along. So that's what. It's really, when it comes to change, it is these 2% who matter. Though when change gets executed, it appears as if 80 or 90% of the population has participated in the change, right? But the fact is, it's only the 2% active ones. For example, you may talk of in Indian context, the revolt of 1857, and you speak of it as if entire India rose in rebellion. No, it was just a handful of people. Similarly, if you look at the Russian or the French revolutions, we talk of them as if the entire country of Russia and France were up in arms. Was that really the case? We talk of the non-cooperation movement of Mahatma Gandhi. How many people were really with him? The vast majority is usually indifferent. That's the way they are. So I'm not saying one person can do it all, but you also do not require 1 crore people. The number is not 1, but is closer to 1 than 1 crore. That's the kind of numbers we need. And the most difficult part of operation is getting the first 10 people. 10 to 10,000 is easier. 10,000 to 10 lakh is even easier, and 10 lakh to 10 crore is a jiffy. So it's the initial part, the formative part, that we are still struggling with. Actually, we need not look at these 1 or 2% people as individuals. It's like this. You could say it is that part of the overall structure of society that moves the society. Just as when you are running, all parts of your body are at a certain speed, but it's only the legs that are moving. But you don't say that the legs are running, you say the man is running. Similarly, it's these 1 or 2% that would be the legs that would carry the society along.
So I'm still a little skeptical that 1 or 2% can institutionalize such huge change. And
Okay, come to the fact of today. You look at the masses, right? How many people are really controlling these masses? And you very well know that they are being controlled. Now think of the numbers that exercise the control. 1 or 2% is a very, very large. It's an exaggeration. It's 0.1%.
But it's the right people, right? So it's not a random occurrence that the people in power, right?
So that's what you see. The 1 or 2% I'm talking of, would be very special people. That's why I didn't talk of finding them. I talked of creating them. They'll need to be created. So that's the part where the maximum effort is needed. After that, things are smooth.
Because these 1 or 2% people have to be rich, they have to be powerful, and they have to want to implement change,
Few
right?
conditions have to be met. Not necessarily that they have to be rich and all that. Not necessarily. But yes, a few conditions have to be met. Like tilling the ground and sowing the seeds. After that, not much effort is needed. Not that after that nothing is needed, but the bulk of the work has been done.
And especially if you say that as humans, we're not designed biologically for this. At least to me, it seems like there's always going to be work and fighting against our innate nature.
Yeah, that's why only 1 or 2%. Because not everybody will choose to do that. Even that 1 or 2%, I repeat, is a very, very big number. Because we are not trying to be choosy or selective. We are talking of people who will actively go against themselves, who will fight against themselves. So that's the reason why finding even a few such people is a mammoth task. Once I'm very sure about it, yes. Once the core is created, let's say a few hundred or a few thousand people, after that it's going to be smoother, way smoother.
Yeah, I mean, it always seems the hardest when you're starting off or when you're just starting off.
And especially when you're starting off even 20 years after having started off. So, not 20, but at least 15.
Yeah.
So, 15 years and you still feel as if you're starting off. So, there's a bit of fatigue that creeps in. But
Then you also see what has come after the 15 years that wasn't there initially. And there's a lot that's come in the last 15 years. I guess it just doesn't seem fast enough.
it's not fast enough. See, direction is not a problem, destination is not a problem. The speed is the problem.
Yeah.
The direction is right, the destination is certain. I don't even think about those things. It's the speed that I'm frustrated with.